up with Unpaquito Mouse Productions to bring you stand-up comedy night tonight. And with that, here's our host, Unpaquito. Welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, and young men over 18, grab your fire extinguishers, put on your oven mitts, because Unpaquito's in the house! Yes! Welcome everybody to the first production of Unpaquito Mas at Flower City Ballroom stand-up comedy show! Man, oh man, I'm so excited to be here. I wore sexy underwear. Yeah, I'm just kidding, Ezra. I didn't wear any underwear. How? Wow. I've been traveling a lot lately. I just got back from Bakersfield. You know what they say about Bakersfield? Once you've done Bakersfield, well, you've done that. Yeah, I think it's in the water or something. I was at the Well Comedy Club. It was a great room. It was full of hot men. Not because they were good looking. It was 150 degrees outside. Oh man, oh man. Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas to you. I celebrate Christmas a little bit here and there. It's kind of crazy for me to say that because 2 years ago, I left my partner of 2 years. I moved to Solvang, Christmas Town, and I got a job at a vineyard. I'm pretty much living a gay Hallmark Christmas story. Wait for my hero to come along. Happy birthday, Jesus! Which is also kind of weird for me to say because my dad's name is Jesus. Technically, I am the son of Jesus. The Antichrist to my ex-boyfriend though. The Antichrist. I have a lot of Jesus-like qualities. I'm very compassionate. I am very steadfast in the face of temptation like Jesus was in the desert against Satan. I am 10 years sober and I'm working in a bar doing stand-up comedy. Yeah. My favorite Jesus-like quality, though, is that I, like Jesus Christ, love to run around in the desert with 12 guys in sandals and robes only. Yeah, it's kind of like my gay icon, man. Anyone here like TikTok trends? TikTok trends? Yeah. Oh, right here. I like TikTok. Recently, I found a new trend. It's called vagging. Anyone heard of that? No? So vagging is when young ladies use their vaginal secretions as perfume. I know, what are they gonna catch? Fishermen? Ooh. I have my own cologne. My cologne is called Straight Bait. It's scented with Bud Light and bacon. Yeah, gets them all the time, Folks, I was recently featured in the Santa Barbara Pride Comedy Festival. Thank you. Right before the festival, I felt like I had gained a little bit of weight. I wasn't Bakersfield fat, but I was LA fat. So I decided to do the Beyonce Master Cleanse. Now the Beyonce Master Cleanse is lemon juice, cinnamon, and hot sauce. The last thing a gay man needs on Pride is a burning asshole. I almost changed my name from Unpaquito to Muy Picante. Woo! Started out sweet, but I finished out spicy. One for the road. Wow. It's crazy around here. Crazy. Unpaquito Mas Productions puts on drag shows, comedy shows. We're bringing comedy from Los Angeles and San Francisco here to Lompoc and the Central Coast. We've had sold-out drag shows across the street at Off Base, at La Casita and Grover Beach, and we're going to be bringing another drag show here, too. The Flower City Ballroom, right. We're going to have a fundraiser for the Lompoc Queer Alliance. Lompoc Queer Alliance is trying to build their foundation to get a board together and to start providing services for queer and questioning youth here in the Lompoc area. And we're going to be a part of that. As a matter of fact, tonight's show is a fundraiser for the Samaniego Valley Humane Society in Buellton. There are a couple of representatives walking around here, so make sure you talk to them if you're interested in some training classes or adopting a pet, because they have some really good deals for that. You know, I adopted a pet during the pandemic. I got a little Jack Russell. And it's kind of funny, because when I first got the Jack Russell, my partner and I couldn't get the little dog to pee. You know, so it's like, put her outside, let her watch us pee. So for 2 days, we're in the yard, peeing in the yard, peeing in the yard. The damn dog would not pee. She finally peed inside. I think she figured outside was our bathroom. And it's funny too, because I noticed this little thing. Whenever we're walking around and another dog, usually a female dog, barks at her, she will stop and mark her territory. And it's kind of funny. I thought, wouldn't it be kind of funny if women did that on the regular? Stop looking at my man. Psst. Oh, wow. Crazy times, crazy times. Folks, one of the things that we like to do in Unpaquito Mas Productions is support up-and-coming comedians. So we have our first spot is called the development spot, where we put on a newer comedian to come up and entertain you. They get 4 minutes to entertain you and have a good time. If they do really well based on your audience applause, they can come back and do a 10-minute set next time. Yes, so your first comedian tonight, folks, give a warm round of applause for Samaniego!
How's everyone doing tonight? I knew I was doing this about 6 minutes ago, so bear with me. Anybody on a date tonight? Anybody? Hands up? Anybody? No? Good call. So I've been out of the dating scene for a little bit. I was in a long-term relationship and things took a turn for tragic. And so I decided to get back out on the dating scene. And instead of doing the constructive thing, like really like working on my mental health, working on my physical health, I had convinced myself that the solution to getting all of my dating problems solved was to wax my vagina. Now, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. The answer to your question is Brazilian. And so I decided, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go up to one of these, European wax center places and just get the whole shebang done. So you go in and they're pretty nice, right? Like you walk in, it's like this cool spa feel and there's like fountains and pretty hairless girls everywhere. And so, I walk up and I pay and they're like, okay, we'll take you back. And the transition from like comfortable and nice spa to veterinary kennel is like, it's the craziest transition. There's just like tufts of hair rolling by and women yelping and screaming. I'm like, oh, asses up in the air waiting to be dormed. I don't know. So they put me in a room and they're like, okay, this is gonna be pretty quick. So just get on the table and pull down your pants around your ankles. And I'm like, homie, I am Mexican and Greek. This is not gonna be quick. This is not gonna be quick. So I'm on the table in like this weird lotus position and the girl's kind of walking me through it. And she's like, it's gonna be fine, but once you get to about this area, it's gonna be a little more painful, right? I'm like, okay, I'm built for this. I am a woman, hear me roar. And so she's cutting and waxing, and so finally she gets to the bikini line and she's like, all right, this is the situation. I'm gonna count down from 5. When I get to 0, I'm gonna rip. And I'm like, okay. And so she's like 5, and I close my eyes, I'm kind of shaking a little, my fucking upper lip and lower back is sweating, and she's like, not a good situation all around. 4, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready. She gets to 3. You guys, this bitch lied. Like, she straight lied, and she rips at 3. Now, I was not prepared for this. I was about as prepared as the US was for COVID in 2020. Like, we were not there, we were not, we went in full shutdown mode. I kicked the waxer in the face. And I had Vans on, so there was like checkers across her forehead. So I looked down, and again, like my hands are around my ankles, I'm looking down at her from the table, I'm like, are you all right? And she looks at me from, with her goggles all crooked, looking like she just saw Oppenheimer's bomb. I'm like, are you okay? She goes, occupational hazard. What the fuck does that mean? Like, I thought the occupational hazard was being within an inch of somebody's asshole. Like, that was the whole thing to me. So, needless to say, I shave now. So my vagina just kind of always looks like an exhausted businessman coming off a red eye from New York to LA. It's just like, love me for who I am. But, I do have to say that, waxing and dating have more in common than you would think, It's got some hair pulling, it's got some uncomfortable situations, and quite often it involves somebody being uncomfortably close to your vagina. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Samaniego. That's my time. Thank you so much for listening tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed us these amazing topics you have coming.
Let's give it up for Sarah! Wow, that was fantastic, folks. So one of the things that Unpaquito Mas Productions and Ezra Paco Productions are doing